Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, after watching this video, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In that way, you will be able to know when we upload a new video. I want to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform which we are using to disseminate information to the members of the public. At the same time, I want to put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, I do not promote violence, I do not promote hate speech, I do not promote misleading information. Myself, I don't like it. We react to all forms of videos. So, I also want to remind YouTube that a call for self-determination is never a call for war. My
fellow Biafrans all over the world, this is the 31st day of July 2023. The first day of our 2 weeks sit-at-home civil disobedience to demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and, of course, in preparation for the Biafra self-referendum. Here from the Situation Room, I want to thank Biafra people for the successful start of this 2 weeks sit-at-home civil disobedience in the entire Biafraland. Today, Biafra people have spoken in millions, and I have seen 100% compliance to this particular sit-at-home civil disobedience in defeat of the Nigeria government. I want you to understand that the victory is yours. I want you to understand that what has happened today is that you have defeated Nigeria together. After 50 years of subjugation, you have discovered there is strength in unity. You have discovered that the power belongs to the people. So I want to give this particular accolade to the entire Biafra people who sat at home today. And remember, we have 13 days to go. I want you to understand that these 13 days is not going to be very easy. But remember, you have suffered in Nigeria for nothing. For the past 50 years, you have suffered for nothing. Now, in this sit at home, you are suffering for something. I want you to understand that there is nothing comes easy. Even women, our mothers, they have to go through 9 months pains to be able to give birth that will bring joy to the family. I want every Biafran today to see yourself in the coming 13 days that you are in pregnancy period. And after that comes the delivery of the baby and follows the joy to the family. So I want you to understand that this 13 days is not going to be easy. But remember that today has been a successful beginning. And we're going to have a successful end. Tomorrow is going to be the day 2 of the sit at home. The enemies and the invaders and the killers of our people will come with many propagandas. They are not finding it easy. They will come with mercenaries or propaganda. They will come with media war and what have you. I want you to understand that for the past 2 years, we have been very, very consistent, very resilient, and we have been able to defeat them together. So, the propaganda does not move anymore. The propaganda does not sell anymore. The propaganda is no longer interesting to those that have been using it to deceive. So I encourage you today for you to know that tomorrow is the second day of the sit at home and everybody must remain inside and remain indoors. When they come to our land with fighter jet, we are going to engage them. And our job is to make sure that they don't kill any Biafra and go free. I want to encourage the Biafra Liberation Army to stand very strong. You have demonstrated that you are not just fighting alone, that the power that is in Biafra land is with you. The land of Biafra is guiding you, and with the little resources, you have been able to deal with the terrorist Islamic Nigeria military, and you will continue to deal with them. Today, being the first day, we have recorded success. This success is success for every Biafra. It is a good beginning. But let me tell you, it is not going to be an easy one. In the coming days, they will come with all manner of propaganda. But this particular movement needs what we call a resistance leadership. And that's what we are providing to the Biafra people. Resistance leadership. The leadership that is ready to liberate Biafra from many years of slavery and subjugation. And we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. No matter what, stay very strong. Together, we are winning Nigeria. And together, we will liberate Biafra. And together, you are going to have your independence and have a brighter future. The future where the government will be accessible for every Biafran. What we are fighting for is to give you a better life, a better future, and the security of your life and property. Not what you have today in under Nigeria. It is not going to be very easy. The road is rough, but that is what it takes to be free. Airborne! Airborne! May God bless you, and may God bless Biafra.
They drink, they fornicate, they do all the things that all human beings do. So it's not a question of religion. There's no question of anybody being truly a Muslim there. You know, even I knew a chief judge who was supposed to be leading Muslim prayers, who anytime he came to me in my official residence, he would put a brandy or whiskey in a mug and be drinking, and they will smoke and all that. So I don't think it's religion. When they started this Sharia, how many of them are obeying the Sharia? How many of them? No, not none of their leaders. So it's not religion per se, but they use religion to deceive people and say Hausas were not Muslims at all. So they say, well, let's give you a superior religion, we'll give you Islam. But that didn't apply to the South, because we've had Muslims in Yoruba land even before 14th century.
So truly, what we are fighting against, or what is going on, is clash of culture.
And civilizations.
And civilizations.
That's right.
Not merely the Fulani versus the Igbo, or the Fulani versus the Yoruba.
No.
It's clash of civilizations.
Yes, clash of civilizations and clash of cultures. Yes, you're right.
That means we have not really integrated as a people.
Never. We have never been.
So the word the Nigerian people is a fallacy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Because, again, in those days, you will say, there have always been Igbo markets, Hausa markets in Enugu. There have always been Sabos in Shagamu. But those Sabos were occupied by Hausas. Hausas are peaceful people. We traded in Kolanot. We did even the few Fulanis that came with them at that time, when you had a Sabo in Shagamu or in Ibadan here, they would still look for one Fulani man and make him their Seriki.
How did the Hausa accept
they were subdued. They were subdued.
Despite their large numbers.
Yes, they were subdued. Of course, they killed, they ruined, they extirpated their 7 kingdoms. They killed their 7 rulers and took over under the guise of religion. Another thing they used the word corruption. Oh, your people are corrupt. We are saints. Your people are corrupt. They've always used the word corruption to deceive people.
But the jihad is over. How come the Hausa man is yet to claim that Hausaness again?
It's just now that the efforts we are making in the South have begun to yield fruits. You will be surprised to hear that now in Hausa land, we now have Hausa Christians. Never had that before. Never. You now have Middle Belt Forum that are saying we are not Northerners, we are Middle Belters. We are not Northerners. Don't call us Northerners. Now, when you see a Jukum man or you see a Lantan man and you say you are Hausa or you are Fulani, he will be angry. He may even draw his dagger. Don't call me Fulani. I'm not Fulani. I'm not Hausa. What we did not know until recently is that when you call a Fulani man Hausa, he will be angry. He will say Banzani. Because he knows that I'm superior to Hausa. Can you say I'm Hausa? But before now, before Buhari came to establish his suzerainty over Nigeria, we lumped all of them together for Northerners. And like I wrote some 4 years ago, there's no North. There's no North that we used to know. The North is dead. There's nothing called North anymore.
So there's a Fulani now standing on his own.
He's standing on his own. There's no more North. If they try any war today, oh God of mercy, the kind of cohesion you had in the army, the military in 1966, will never happen again in this country, if there is a country at all. You will not find a Hausa soldier now, an Igbo soldier going to Enugu to kill a fellow Igbo. You will not even find an Igbo soldier coming to Ibadan to kill a Yoruba man, or a Yoruba soldier going to Enugu to kill an Igbo man. It will not happen again. So the Lantan people, the Benue people will never ever allow themselves to be used by any Fulani mischief maker.
So if I'm getting you right, your argument is that the Fulani hegemony has been broken.
Dead.
If the Fulani hegemony has been broken,
yes,
does it mean that the social structure of Nigeria is about to witness a very hard hit that will lead to a new Nigeria?
Yes, for those who agree with you to the extent of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. But for such people, yes, with the weakening of Fulani hegemony, there could be a Nigeria that will integrate the Soba Fulanis, the town Fulanis, and still reconstruct, rebuild, and then have a Nigeria that should be. But I, as a person, as Tola Deni, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person, whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land, and let me occupy it.
That is the Bush Fulani.
It is the Bush Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
And the town Fulani is more in number.
No! The town Fulani is less than 1%.
How did you get that figure?
Oh, go and find out. Let them allow. Let them allow. It says, "What are the town Fulani? There are very few. The ones who have in Abuja, or the few that dot spaces in Sokoto." I'm sure that that Sokoto, as we speak, is not a Fulani. Is not a Fulani town.
Is it not?
No, that's the mistake we make. Zamfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in Zamfara than Fulani. There are more houses in Kano than Fulani.
But the Fulani govern.
They are in town. They are in charge.
Yes, so it's their town.
Yes. By subterfuge, by cunning, by crookedness, by all sorts of gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration. By intimidation. And I said they are politically savvy. What they did to the rest of Nigeria, when they realized that the Fulani in the military, they could no longer use the military to retain power indefinitely. Since they've had power, they had access to the treasury, they say, oh yes, Edmund is from the east, or wherever, brilliant man. He may likely oppose us and contest with us and rival us. Let's make him an ambassador. Let's give him an oil block. Let's make him a billionaire. We padlock his mouth. Let's get an Abiola. Make him a billionaire. Let's get this. Let's get that. And make them big. They will never be able to look us in the face. Then we can continue. Looting the treasury. We can continue. And once when we are in control of the treasury, we are in control of everywhere. So we can hire thugs. We can do whatever we would like. And that is why they introduced what I call plutocracy into Nigerian political etymology. Plutocracy.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Oligarchy is the government of the muscle men.
Hello my wonderful people, as we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.